I want to say this real quick. Shout out to my homegirl, great friend Malika from Brooklyn. And then her and Nikita, man, we had a great talk, great live show earlier. So basically what we were talking about is all these coaches firing, right? Coaches getting fired left and right. The buyout, you know what I'm saying? 54 mil, man. Some of these coaches getting not paid, getting paid to work. Getting paid to work. So she was like, man, she was telling me something. She was like, Mr. Ted, you know, because she called me last night and mentioned this to me and asked me to bring it up in this video. And I see her, she said, man, you know what's so crazy? Can you imagine if relationships and friendships was like this? For example, let's say you sign a 6-year deal to be with this guy, be with this woman, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, same thing for guys and get women, right? And she was like, can you imagine if that person cheated on me and, you know, didn't want to be with me anymore? She said that person had to give me like 6 mil or something like that, whatever. And I said, shoot. And she said it best. She said, well, Luke, if you let me go, okay, guess what? What time you want me to be there? And what day you want? I mean, what time you want me to be there? And what day you want me to walk out at 6 mil? But here's the catch, though. She was like, well, here's the thing, though. You get paid the 6 mil, right? But you had to do a non-compete. So basically, you cannot get to know that next person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, till 2 years up. So let's say that person don't end up at the end of the bargain. And let's say, you know, relationship nowadays, man, it comes with high expectations. Sometimes you can walk into a situation where she was already successful before you got there, but she don't have that kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, the happiness, you know, the princess treatment, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, or you know, but or the bare minimum type of treatment. Right? Some people will settle for the bare minimum. Some people don't even get that. So that's what I'm saying. So we were just having a great conversation about it. I think, in my opinion, be careful what situation you walk into. Because it's easy when you see relationship stuff on your own. I know if I go over there, I can win. But sometimes you are going to win where you at. You know, that's what I tell people. If you're dealing with a woman with 2 kids, right, and you're very successful, right, you're very successful, everything going good, but then you say, man, but if I see this girl going through, because I got that mindset sometimes, but I'm like, hold up. Either you got to have it in or you don't. But this is not about me, it's about, you know, people in general. So I'm saying is that you go for coaching too. You be like, man, I'm doing successful here, but if I go over there, sometimes it comes with a lot when you care for another one with 5 kids instead of one with 2, or if you care for a guy with 2 kids, or care for a guy who got 5 or 6, or whatever the case may be. You gotta have it in you or you don't. But at the same time, be careful what situations you walk yourself into, because a lot of times we think it's easy just going over there. Just because somebody great make it look easy don't mean you can do it. You know, be satisfied with you at sometimes. And if you want more, there's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? Don't give them a blessing to try to fix something else. It's like, dude, let that go, let that be somebody else's journey. Because at the end of the day, you know, you getting coaches getting fired. They don't even got to get paid to work. 54 million just to do nothing? What? Man, shoot, let me tell you something. Man. And then, like Malika and Nikita told me this morning, but we're in the wrong profession. You ain't lying, we're in the wrong profession. You know, you got people going to work like, dude, boy, if they let me go. See, now, if regular job, when they let you go, then you don't get no type of money like that. So that's all I'm saying. But look, the same thing like relationship wise. Can you imagine them? Man, see, the mothers I was caring for. What? Man, shoot, hey, let me get, man, let's say I signed an 8-year deal with them. And they say, man, you play 8, man, this ain't working out. Okay, cool, let me go. Guess what? Because here's the thing, though, when people let you go, that must mean, now if you're doing everything right, but they don't meet their standard, okay, cool, that means they must got somebody else in mind, because I'm going to tell you this, be careful who you let go. Because if you let somebody else go out the door, and that person end up being successful somewhere else, and they were else they've been, and he wants to see or he wants success with you, you must got to have somebody in mind. Because sometimes, and then Malika said this too, she said sometimes, she said true story, she got set back for years. One wrong person set you back for years. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to kind of, you know what I'm saying, work your way back up. Be careful who you let go. But in relationships is like that sometimes, you know what? Some people get minimum wage, that's better than nothing, anything. But no, seriously though, can you imagine friendships and relationships like that? And shoot, not getting paid to do nothing. 54 mil, man, see 22 mil, anything with a mil or man, 100K. So Malika said she'll take 5K each month so right, to not date nobody, to just make that money, and then by the time those 2-3 years up, man, see, man, I'm telling you. With that being said, Queen in the background, Texas A&M, Gig 'em.